Hey guys, welcome back to another video by SToby. Today's video is going to be a bit of a recap of what I've been getting up to in the past bit of time. So the first thing to note is that we are now in 1.19, hey! And that means we get all the Skulk stuff, and I've just improved our storage system to include that stuff. So you can see that because I've got some music disc fragments here, I've actually already been to two different ancient cities, and that means that I have got 5 Swift Sneak 3 books, as well as one on my leggings, and one on my spare set of leggings in my backup box. So that's flippin' wonderful. So that's good. I did manage to get enough of the music disc fragments to get 2 music discs, the new ones by Samuel Arberg, so number 5. I also got lots of different other music discs from doing the raiding, so I got Other Side and 13 and a few others, which is very snazzy. I don't think there's anything. One more thing to mention with this house is I got a new villager. He lives in the basement here, and he is currently in bed, but he's a fully cured up cleric. So he buys 1 rotten flesh for an emerald. He also sells redstone and lapis. He doesn't sell pearls, which is quite disappointing, but it does mean that I can sell him nether wart. So I can just go here and sell him another wart like this, and then buy botlow enchanting or whatever it is, which is pretty great. So the next thing that we've made, which is very nice, this is built over quite a long time actually, because it took such a good amount of time, but whatever. This is a 4-chunk slime farm. So this means that there are 4 slime chunks all next to each other, and that means you can make a big old slime farm like this. So if I put chunk boundaries on, you can see that these 4 chunks in here are all slime chunks, so they all spawn slimes. And that means that I can just build lit up platforms like this, have golems, iron golems, and then they just get killed on these because they're stupid. Look, and then there's just slime, which is wonderful. So I'm going to just throw all this here. Now if I drop through the floor, we can see that we've got a little temporary storage system here, and it's got plenty of slime balls in, which is great. So that's another thing that we're farming up. How to get out? Just rocket up here. I've got a little AFK platform up there, which is wonderful. Now the next thing that we can look at is this tree. Built a tree here. I thought this area here looked a bit plain, so I built a tree. A little custom tree. I like the dangly leaves. It looks pretty nice. It's got some fences on the inside. They're not that visible, but you know. Mr. Skeleton, that is very unnecessary. There we go. Now, behind it you can see that there's a new building that we've made with a hole in it. And this is made of the new mud. So if we take this is the packed mud that's added in 1.19. And it works very nice with the rooted dirt. Rooted dirt makes it look like it's a almost a like it's being like weathered, which looks very nice. And then I've just used the strip spruce and spruce roof. Yeah, it looks fairly good, but what's inside is a bit more interesting. So you know that we've got an all mob farm up on that island, and that produces lots of different mobs, and it produces zombies and skeletons. And zombies and skeletons have an incredibly slim chance. If anyone knows the chance, we could throw it in the description. That'd be wonderful. There's a very slim chance that they will spawn with full diamond armor. So this guy, I gave him a netherite sword because I thought it looked cool, and I had one spare. And he just looks incredibly awesome with his diamond armor. He's also a zombie villager, which is even cooler, even rarer, and his hat is also enchanted. So this is why I'm storing him in this house. It looks like some of this dirt has been removed. It's been removed for some reason. So, you know, that's pretty cool. I built a little thing in here a while ago, and built a little thing here, and I removed it there because of how much lag it made. And down here, it backs up with sugarcane quite quickly, so there's not much point. I also modified the iron farm as well. You can see that I put these fences across here. And this means that when the golems spawn on the edge of a block, which they always do, it's a very interesting thing, they're the only mob that spawns like that. And that means that they don't suffocate in the wall. They just get pushed along normally and then get killed down at the bottom. I built a new storage system for that because one double chest wasn't really cutting it for a big old iron farm like this. So I've got a sorter here. I put composters on top of all the hoppers here. This significantly reduces lag that hoppers produce because they're instead of doing a check every tick, they only check when these composters change status, and because they're not changing at all, it reduces lag. So the iron's building up in these chests, and also I've got a little bone meal thing here, so all the poppies come through and yeah, turned into bone meal. Also got a storage for iron blocks over here, because, you know, we're rich and have like 1 billion iron blocks. I'm not sure how much there is to mention. The ancient cities were pretty interesting, because this world was generated in 1.16. It meant that finding 118 terrain was actually incredibly difficult, and I had to spend a lot of time flying out to try and find a ancient city. I actually used chunk base in the end to help me find it, but in fact chunk base doesn't really work. If you use the... Ooh, an iron skeleton. These are rares too, but I'm getting absolutely murdered, so I'm gonna stop talking and actually try and kill this guy. Stop! Ah! It'd be really embarrassing if I died right now. But no, yeah, chunk base, it doesn't find ancient cities properly. I don't know if that was a one-off, but I searched for an ancient city on chunk base and then went to it, and there wasn't one at the coordinates, which was quite unfortunate, really. But yeah. So I had to try and find a different one. I ended up using /locate. If you do /locate structure ancient city, basically the same as using chunk base, except it gives you coordinates of ones that are actually there. Well, also I got a new resource pack, so I hopped onto Vanilla Tweaks and got a new resource pack. That's why my cursor thing looks quite different. It changed a few things, nothing too crazy. Like grass blocks have long edges like that. Just makes it look nicer in my opinion. Some people like the full things that Optifine add, the full edges that Optifine adds, but I don't really like it. I prefer this. Yeah. Something else, if I go into resource packs, I actually have Fulbright here. And what Fulbright does is it makes the world full bright. And that means that I don't have to light up caves to see or anything. And it's very nice for recording, so it's been night the entire time, and you can barely notice. Why are you holding wheat? Have you been trampling my crops? Bro, that's very rude of you. Yeah. So that's pretty much what I've been doing. The next things I kind of want to work on is over here. You can see that this looks very much in progress. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to build a spaceship above this orb to make it look a bit more like it's in place, because it barely touches the water, so it doesn't look like it's floating, like bobbing on the water. But this glass will go up into a spaceship. But unfortunately, this glass sphere is huge. Like, when I built it, I knew it was big, but now I'm trying to build stuff around it. I realise that it's just massive. So I need to spend quite a lot of time in a creative mode world trying to figure out what blocks I want to build out of, because I might be able to build out of some deep slate or maybe even some skulk. I've started with a dark colour scheme, so skulk would be really cool to try and build with, because it's really interesting because it's got the like little speckles in the dark background. I think I've got a little bit here. I can also maybe do some things with the sculk sensors. So these are actually the catalysts, but this is what the top of the sculk looks like. And it looks fairly interesting. Might be a cool building block. The sides of this are cool as well, but like and the bottom as well. This would make a cool ceiling. Maybe mixed in with some bone blocks, and of course, with our farm, we've got plenty of bone blocks. Yeah. So that's basically it for the house. I moved this because it was actually off-center, because this house is even on this axis, which is incredibly annoying, and it's annoyed me for the entire time this house has existed, but I can't remove it now because it's been around for so long, and this would be very difficult to move. But yeah, so I moved this netherite block in the corner. In case you didn't see the very first season of this world, this netherite block is actually used with some armor stand magic. So if we get out my statues book, we can actually see that there's an armor stand here, which is wearing the netherite block on its head. And then I've used some chains to make it look like it's hanging from the ceiling. I think that looks very nice. There are other armor stand things elsewhere in the world, but that's for you to discover in the various videos across our channel. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified of our next video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you watch all of our other videos in this world. They're actually with someone else as well, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, see you guys. Bye.